Okay, so I guess what are your goals and what do you hope to get out of these sessions?
Well, basically, I've been vibe coding for the last, like, I don't know, 3, 4 years now. I want to be a real programmer. Let's say I studied programming for a while, but yeah, I'm not there yet, you know? I tend to like rely too much on AI. And when the AI stops working, for example, if like my tokens are, I'm out of tokens, um, I'm gonna stop working, you know. So I need to
Okay.
change that. I need to be an actual programmer.
Okay. And when you use like the AI, what do you program? What kind of things do you create?
Right now, it's mostly web. So I'm working on a directory right now. It's more of a industrial directory for the country I'm in. Um, what else? Yeah, that's the only project I'm working on right now. Our company actually works on a few other projects. They're all like um, um, business tools, let's say, like CRMs, ERP systems, dialers, and all that. But yeah, I'm not part of the IT team, let's say, but I help out in like creative ideas sometimes too.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um, and what's your prior programming experience?
Well, I've learned C. Um, Also, I've taken the 42 course, the Piscine 42 course, School 42. Um, I only passed like the first level, but I didn't complete the core level. Um, I've learned a few, let's say, interesting things about the programming, especially from 42. So, for example, I'm sure you know this. Um, it's called argv argc. Have you heard of this?
No, what is it?
Okay, argv argc, which is argument v argument c.
Oh, wait, the inputs to your program
Yes,
for the
exactly.
entry. Okay, yeah, sure,
It,
yeah.
that thing never occurred to me like when I started like learning C and in university, how that thing was done back in the day. But going to 42 school actually taught me these things, taught me how to use Git, how to use the, let's say, argb argc, how to make a toy from scratch even. ASCII to integer was like a mind-blowing function. What else? So yeah, I learned a few basics, but I haven't gotten like in depth of programming. What I actually can do and where I actually can get without using AI is uh, is what I'm interested in.
Okay, and when you do use AI, do you notice any like is there something do you notice any aspects of programming that you feel that you're lacking in?
Mostly all of them. I'm gonna be honest. My programming experience isn't like the best out there since I relied on AI since the day I started learning. I used Replit all through like my university years, and Replit was like making all the assignments for me, making all the projects that I'm working on. Even like the graduation project I worked on, like we have two graduation projects in our uni. I worked the first one totally on Replit, and none of like my professors were even like remotely um, like even doubting me that's it's not AI.
Wait, sorry, do you say Replit? What's Replit?
Replit. It was a tool that was made by someone in our university. His name is Amjad Masad. I can send you the link right now. Um, Now it's grown to like 42 billion company. But yeah, when I was in uni, it wasn't that big of a deal. Um, Here you go. When I was,
Wait.
yeah. So the owner of Replit actually was studying in the same uni I studied in.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that tool was made like by someone in our uni, and he was like giving everyone free tokens before AI became a thing, before AI actually like bloomed, let's say.
Wait, which year was this?
This he made it in 2016. I was in uni and 2014 till 2018. He made it public in 2016.
Wait, isn't Replit a site where you can like code online with other people? Or am I thinking of something
Um,
else?
well, you can do that, but basically it's an AI that like searches GitHub for the best repo, you know, and gets it, then starts editing for it for you.
I see.
Yeah. So, for example, if you went onto Replit, signed up today, and let's say you wanted to create a CRM, and you told Replit, I want to create a CRM, it will look all over GitHub for a CRM. It will finally pick something like Udo, for example, and it will start building on top of Udo, but without the Udo resourcing prices.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, all right, all right. Wow. Damn, you were there when it all started.
Well, yeah, but that didn't actually like it didn't give me the experience I wanted it. You know,
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, I'm not actually coding anything. I'm not writing like two lines of code.
Okay. So when you're getting into programming, like, is it for your personal self-satisfaction or are you trying to build something? Like, what's more important?
Well, I actually built a few things back in the day, and I
Okay.
have one that's actually like kinda on the verge of running. I'm looking for investors for it right now. I built it with AI, but it still looks amazing. It looks perfect, and it's functioning like mostly. Not everything is functioning, but yeah, mostly functioning. Um, so yeah, the things I've created back in the day, for example, I created something like Uber for trucks.
Okay.
Yeah, that didn't like get off or launch or anything. It just stayed there, and I kept looking for investors, and no one was actually into it. So next up, I built something for like Amazon for um, let's say building materials, which also didn't take off.
I see.
Um, what else? Um, I built a lead generation company that kind of took off, but then because I'm not in the US and our clients were mostly in the US, I faced some kind of lawsuit. And then when they found out that we're not in the US, they shut us down.
I see.
Um, yeah. What else?
Also,
I
as you say
think
these
that's it.
things, like if I publish this on YouTube, it's not gonna get us in trouble, right? Like you're allowed to say these things.
Yes, I am. They're
Okay, yeah, I
all
just want to make
mine.
sure.
So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't want lawyers knocking on my door. Like, oh, this guy said something on your YouTube video. Like, just want to make sure. Okay.
No, no, nothing is like of that
Okay.
sort is gonna happen. If I'm talking about my most recent project, we might like I might face some issues with my investors
Yeah, no,
or
of course.
upcoming
So do
investors.
not say
Yes,
anything that will get any
yeah,
of us in trouble. That's what's most
sure.
important.
I'm not
All
gonna.
right. I'm like trying to get a sense of like how I should like run these sessions if you like it. Okay, it seems like you like building things and you're trying to convert them into capital, right? Hmm.
Well, I
And
also like try to build some things that are not for profit or not capital.
Okay.
Back in uni, I joined like there was this entrepreneur uh, contest or something like that. It was sponsored by our government or some sides of our government, and I won first place. I was supposed to win like 15K, but we never even like touched $1.
Hmm.
So yeah, but it was called Refugees at that point. Refugees was basically connecting refugees to um, content creators or like any kind of media creators, movie creators, even influencers on Instagram or music producers, connecting these two people together via the platform that we built. And then whatever content they make, the profit goes 70% to the refugee and 30% to the creator.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And right now in like your day-to-day life, like how much time can you spend working on like improving your programming skills in a week, let's say?
Um, in a week, okay. So starting next week, I'm gonna be working US times from California time, from 9 a.m. till 5, 9 to 5
Okay.
US time. So when do we like overlap? Where, let's say, when is your calendar has times?
Are you able to like work on things at your own time? Like let's say if I give homework, would you be able to do homework or do you not have time for that?
Definitely, yeah, yeah. I would have time for that.
Okay. And how much time do you have per week to work on stuff?
I'm not sure, honestly. I
Okay.
don't know how to answer that question.
How predictable is your schedule? Like, do you do the same thing every week or like your schedule changes around a lot?
It kind of changes around depending on business need, but if I set a time early in the week, I can probably like most of the time be available at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm trying to connect to these investors right now for the new company that I'm trying to build, and at the same time I'm working for a US based company here in Jordan. So my timeline is like from 9 to 5. Sorry, um, can you give me 1 minute? My
Mhm.
laptop actually about to die. I'm just gonna get the charger. Sorry,
Sure.
give me 1 second. So yeah, sorry for that.
All good.
Um, okay, so yeah, trying to connect to these investors and at the same time working 9 to 5 Pacific time is kind of ruining my whole flow. Like the investors, especially, are not predictable, and they would ask you to jump in a meeting like 30 minutes in advance. So yeah,
Okay. Hmm. I don't know. If you're working a 9 to 5, that's in like a different time zone. So you'll be staying up at night, right? And then you have a day
yes,
job. I don't know. It's like
exactly.
that's tough, man. That's tough. Uh, okay.
Here's what I suggest. Let's just today. Let's just go with the flow. Like try to like get into it, and I'm sure I'm gonna book the next meeting in a time that I'm fully available in.
Okay. Um. Okay. I'll do a think about like how I could craft my sessions. I'll give you the beginner session first, but it might be too slow for you. Um,
Okay.
all right. I will send you a link to a web editor where you can code on the web. I'd like you
Python.
to, yes. Could you open that up on a web browser and share your screen with me? And when you share your screen, just be careful. Don't like share anything sensitive.
Yeah, I have a second display.
Okay, that's good.
Um,
You could also
Pirate.
share a web browser specifically. That also works.
Okay. Code.pirate.org. I've seen the YouTube videos. Open editor.
Wait, you seen the YouTube videos?
Yeah.
Okay, how much have you seen?
Um, Not a lot actually. Of the one I was mostly impressed with was what is it called? I forgot. There was this guy who was like off the bat, like he knew what he was doing. Give me 1 second. I'll okay. Okay, YouTube is kind of lagging, but yeah, Marvin office hours. So I guess Simon. Simon
Oh,
was he was driving me crazy actually.
oh yeah, no, but he has some like prior programming experience. That's why I move very quickly with him.
Yeah, Simon like blew my mind, kind of. You know,
Ah,
he was that like he was going for it.
I see.
Okay, should I share my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay, share. Okay, entire screen. Okay, perfect. Okay, here we go.
Okay. All right. This is the like first session plan. We'll get through as much as we can. First, I'd like you to think of two numbers,
Okay,
and I'd like
sure.
you to add them.
Um, Compile. We have okay separate spaces. Yes, I remember this happened with someone else as well.
Okay, great. Okay, could you zoom
So
in a
yeah,
few times?
zoom in
Nice. Okay.
like this.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
Now, programming is like using a calculator, right? Which is unsurprising because a calculator
Mhm.
is a computer. Okay. Could you add a third number?
Um. Okay. I don't recall what happened here, but yeah.
Let's run it. Cool. Get
Okay.
six.
Yeah.
So, okay. So far, so good. Can we change one of the plus signs to a minus?
Okay. Oh, compile.
Okay. What's happening here?
So we need parentheses.
Very good. Why do we need parentheses?
To like give it priorities.
Okay. Yeah. So just now, when the computer read 1 plus 2 minus 3, it was asking itself, do I add first or do I minus first? You have to tell me. And so here we put
Hmm.
parentheses around 1 plus 2. So we're saying add first and then subtract, right? The
Yeah.
idea of order of operations. In real life mathematics, I'm not sure if you're familiar with like BEDMAS, a six-letter acronym for
What?
deciding. Have you heard of it?
No, I
Okay,
haven't.
so in mathematics, we have conventions for the order of operations. For example, we multiply before we add.
Yeah.
That does not exist in this programming language. You have to be specific. Why doesn't it exist? Because in programming, there are many, many, many operations. In real life, the acronym is 6 letters long, but in programming, you're going to have like at least 20 letters. It's a lot to memorize. This programming language is
Mhm.
designed for beginners, and they don't want you to feel pain. So they don't make you memorize a lot of stuff. Instead, you have to be specific. It's
This
this
is
idea
Python,
here.
basically, right?
No, this is not Python. This is Pirate.
Pirate. Okay.
So it's a language that's designed for beginners that transitions you into Python.
Hmm.
Cool. All right. Um, so it's this idea here that this computer is doing many things, and you have to tell it in what order do you want to do things, and that order must always be clear, right?
Right.
Let's try something different. Can we delete everything?
Hmm.
I'd like you to write two numbers separated by a comma.
Okay. 22.
Now,
Mm,
yeah,
yeah.
second number. So, comma, second
Okay.
number.
Um, 33.
Now, can you surround everything in parentheses? And before the first parentheses, could you write num dash min?
Numbers.
Oh, before the first
Dash.
parentheses.
Okay.
Yeah. And no spaces. So num, no space, dash, no space, min. Now, before we
Mhm.
run this, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, minimum is min is minimum.
Okay.
So the minimum number, actually, no, it doesn't make sense because it's gonna like show up as 22 because
Okay.
it's less than the minimum number,
Okay, let's run it. Let's
right?
see if you're right. 22. Can we
So if
increase the first number to be bigger just to make sure that our hypothesis is
it's
right?
it's gonna show up as 33 basically.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, min for minimum. Great.
Min for minimum and number is like we're naming the variable, I guess.
Yes, it's a naming thing.
Hmm.
So min is defined by the language. And in this programming language, all the built-in functionality, the name of the function, the thing you're looking at, always is prefixed with what it's doing. So here is a
Hmm.
numerical operation. So it starts with num. I believe there's
What
num
if we
max.
put
Yeah.
max?
Yeah, there we go.
Max. Okay, so it's
Okay,
actually
what's
in
hmm
reverse. Well, when I think minimum is supposed to be like it's minimum of 33. So if you put 22, it's supposed to show up as 33. But if you put 55, it's supposed to show up as like in my head. That's how I'm thinking about it. Does it make sense?
well, maximum is just a bigger number, right? So 55 is the bigger
Yeah.
number, so it gives you back 55. So nummax is really no different from plus or
Oh,
minus.
okay. I got it. I got
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
no different from plus and minus, right? You take two numbers and you're doing something with those numbers, right?
Hmm.
In this case, oh, I have two numbers. Which one's bigger? That's what I evaluate to. So,
Yeah.
um, it's interesting, but it's different from plus and minus in the sense that we are using a word, right? We say nummax.
Hmm.
There could exist an infinity of math operations, and there are only so many symbols we can use. And so here we have to use words, nummax.
Yes, exactly. I got the idea. Like we're naming that this is a function now,
Hmm.
and the function is coding to these numbers to pick the max from these number or the
Exactly.
minimum of these number without it exceeding the second parameter.
Excellent. Exactly. Yeah, excellent. Great. I would like you to now don't delete anything. I would like you to add this whole thing to another number.
Can you repeat that?
Don't delete anything. I would like you to
Uh huh.
add line two to another number. So at the end of line two, could you add another number?
Another number. So let's say 50, 81.
And let's add this to nummax 5533. Can we move that to line two?
Okay. Plus 81.
Yes.
Okay.
You see
So
that?
it's gonna pick the bigger number, then add 81 to it.
Exactly. The same way that we can add and subtract on the same line, we can perform the nummax operation and add on the same line, right? This
Hmm.
can mix and match. Okay. Can we add, take that plus 81 and move it to next to 33? So 33 plus 81. You see
So
that?
33 plus 81 is 114.
Notice how the addition happens first.
Hmm.
Just now, the addition happened second. Now it's happening first.
Hmm.
Well, if you think about it, if we want to take the maximum, we need two numbers. What are the numbers? 33 plus 81. It needs to figure out what number that is, right?
Yeah, it
Okay,
added these two together, then it compared them to this one, and this is the bigger one, so that's the output.
exactly. So a bit of vocabulary. In when we do mathematics in real life, we say we're simplifying, right? 33 plus 81 is 114. We're simplifying 33 plus 81 to 114, right? Right, but you've heard the term simplify before?
Sorry?
Simplify, like so I'm giving you some vocabulary that I'm going to use. This idea of simplifying. You know what I mean when I say that?
Simplify. So
Yeah.
um, should I write simplify before it?
No, no, no. I'm asking you if you've,
Uh,
when I say simplify, do you know what I mean?
yeah, make it simpler, more
Yes.
simple.
But here's the thing. So another way of understanding what the program is doing is it's simplifying whatever you write here to a single number. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's one way to understand what's happening. So when it says nummax 55114, it's simplifying that to its final answer, 114. Okay?
Hmm.
But in programming, and this is true in mathematics as well, we also say evaluating. When we hit run, it evaluates the program to a single number.
Okay.
To the word evaluate, it means to simplify. For
Hmm.
all purposes, they're the same thing. Another way of understanding evaluating is that it means to turn into a value. That's why there's the word value in evaluate.
But if let's say we used strings, for example,
Oh, yeah.
here and here, um, without simplifying this, so 38 plus 81 is gonna
Okay.
be 38 plus 81. Oh, first argument evaluated to unexpected value. Okay, so it's not a number, it's not taking it as a value. So, yeah, it has to
Okay.
be two numbers, not strings.
Exactly. So we'll get
Yeah.
to that in a moment. Anyway, so a value
Uh,
is just the most simplified thing, right?
yeah, I got the idea, but I thought if I made it like a string or maybe something like this might take it, or
That's
is
not
it
gonna
gonna be
work.
a string the same way? Yeah, it's the same way as a
So
string.
double quotes and single quotes are the same in this programming language. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
How can I tell the program to actually output this as is without like make it 114 without adding them together?
So when you run, what do you want to see?
I, 38 plus 81 without like um, giving me the last answer.
As far as I'm aware, that's not possible.
Oh,
It's always going to simplify as much as it can.
yeah.
Yeah.
In this language, maybe it's not, but maybe in a language like C or other languages, it might be different, right?
No, they're gonna keep simplifying. So if you want to be
Actually.
able to see 38 plus 81, you need to do more work to make that happen. You have to define your own functions that like keep things unsimplified with your own
Hmm.
representation. Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves. That is a good question. It is
Okay,
possible to get to that point, but we'll need to build up to that. But for
sure.
now, the computer is just going to keep simplifying as much as it can,
Hmm.
right? Remember, the computer is essentially a calculator, right? It's just going to keep performing arithmetic, taking numbers and grinding them down to a single number.
Okay.
Okay, so to summarize everything we've done so far, all we've done is we've done arithmetic, but with this programming language, right?
Hmm.
We're now going to move forward in time a little bit. We're now going to move from arithmetic to a little bit of algebra. Can we delete everything here? And can you write x equals 1?
X equals 1. Um,
Okay, let's run it. We go back nothing. You see that?
okay.
So just
Uh,
now when I said that, oh, your program is going to evaluate to a single number, well, clearly I lied, right? Ah, you have the right idea. Okay, but you don't actually have to print anything. You just have to write x. That's
just
the
right
beauty
there.
of this. Yeah.
Okay.
So you caught me. X equals 1. It does nothing by itself. It's just assigning 1 to x,
Assigning,
right?
yeah, assigning an integer. I got the idea.
Now, on line 3, when you write x, only then the computer is evaluating something. There is something to evaluate. X, right?
Hmm.
So we say x is an expression. It's something that can be evaluated. X equals 1 is not an expression. It's something else. Okay, I'll tell you. It's a statement. X equals 1 is a statement.
Okay. Yeah.
It doesn't evaluate to anything. It just does stuff. What you're seeing in front of you here is variables and variable substitution. We are creating a variable x, giving it the value 1. So variables hold values. So in this case, x equals 1. X holds 1. And
Hmm.
then when on line 3, when the programming language sees the x, it's like, oh, what is x? X is 1. Okay, so x evaluates to 1.
Yeah.
X is substituted for 1. Right? So substitution, important
Hmm.
idea in algebra.
Exactly.
Okay, very nice. Okay, line 3, can we change x to x plus 1?
X equals X plus
Oh, no, no, sorry, the
1.
other line for line 3.
Oh,
Let's keep line 2 x
so
equals 1. Line 3 is x plus 1.
plus 1.
Okay,
And run it, it will give us 2.
okay, why did it give us 2?
Because 1 plus 1 equals 1.
Okay, 2, right? 1 plus 1 equals 2.
2, yeah.
Okay, 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 just making sure. All right, so we can mix and match variables and numbers, right?
Hmm.
Because that variable is eventually going to become a number. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Can we create a new line between the two lines?
A
So
new
at the end of line
line.
2, hit enter, and then can you write x equals 2?
Reassign or just X
Oh,
equals
okay. So
2.
you know the word reassign. Okay, let's try it.
Uh,
Okay, before we run it, what
um,
do you think is going to happen?
um, it it won't reassign by itself because X does can't have like two values at the same time, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. So different programming languages will have different behaviors here. In Python, you would not get an error, but here you will.
Hmm.
Okay, so let me explain. When you say x equals 1, we're declaring x to be 1.
Yeah.
In some languages, when you say x equals 2, you say you're reassigning, right? We reassign x to 2. But in this language, it is not the case. In this language, equals only have one meaning. It means to declare.
Yeah.
There's only one meaning. It means to declare. Other languages, they have multiple meanings, but that's not the case in this
Hmm.
language. When you declare something, right, you can only declare it once. Like Declaration of Independence. When you declare your independence,
Yeah.
you've declared your independence. You can do it again. Same thing here.
Exactly. Yeah.
All
Yeah. I
right,
got the idea.
great, great. Can you put y equals 2 again? Can you
Y equals
change line 4 to x plus y?
X plus what? Okay. What happened here? X plus Y. It will probably 3.
Great.
3.
Okay. So we can add variables together. Okay. And we can have multiple variables. Nice, nice. I want you to humor me for a second. Can you
Hmm.
move line 4 to before line 3? So swap the last two lines. And before we run it, what do you think is going to happen?
Y is not assigned yet, so it's gonna add. uh, one and y before even like having a value for y. So it's gonna be uh, y plus one. Okay.
Yeah. Y is unbound, all right? It is used
Yeah,
but not previously defined. So what's
it's
interesting
not
here
declared.
is it's not defined yet, right? It hasn't
Hmm.
happened yet. There's a notion of time, but across multiple lines. You see that? It's
Hmm.
back to this idea of order of operations. If if we try to use Y before we declare it, it's not going to work. It says Y is unbound. So a bit of
Yeah.
vocabulary. And again, when I give vocabulary, you don't have to know it, but it's good to know because I might use those words in the future. So
Okay.
unbound. When we declare X to be one, we are making a binding. We're binding X to one.
Hmm.
It's like a contract, right? You know, when you sign a contract, you're bound to the contract. So when you say X
Yeah.
equals one, you're binding one to X. You know, they're bound together. So if you haven't declared Y and you try to use it, it says Y is unbound because it doesn't have a binding. Okay?
Hmm.
All right. So we just covered variables and variable substitution, a very important idea in algebra. We are now going to move forward to a different idea, but equally as important idea in algebra, and that's functions. In mathematics, what is a function?
Well, here's what I recall from functions when I was in uni.
Hmm.
We declare a function. The most like recent idea of functions I recall is basically looping, and other than looping, the main idea was having like random output using srand and then time null, because like
Okay.
it takes like the last three digits of like the seconds of uh, the time now or something like that.
Okay. I want to simplify all this. Okay. But I generally tend to end on time, but since I don't have a session after this, I'll give you 5 more minutes. So we'll go for like maybe a bit to like 10 more
Okay,
minutes.
sure.
Um, all right, let's go move forward to functions. So I want to simplify everything you just said just now. I know you said things like
Hmm.
SRAN and whatnot, but I want to simplify all that. I want to speak in terms of mathematics. A
Yeah.
function is simply input to output. You give it something, it gives you something back. That's all it is. Okay?
Okay.
But there's also a third thing that a function could have, and that's a name, right?
Hmm.
So that to use the function, you can refer to its name. Okay. So I'm gonna show you how to write a function. Oh, wait, what? How do you know this?
YouTube basically, and like
Wait,
I watched your channel, and
wait.
yeah,
So everything I've been talking about so far, have you like heard it all before?
not all of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Interesting.
skipped some things, but yeah, this is one of the things I wanted to see.
Okay, okay, keep going then. Don't let me stop you.
I don't recall the rest,
Okay.
to
Okay,
be
that's it.
honest.
Okay, okay. All
Yeah.
right. So next thing you want to do is a colon.
Um, which one? A comma?
That's no colon. That's like two full stops on top of each other. Not that one. That's
Um,
to the left of the key.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that one. Okay. New line.
New line.
Okay,
Okay.
let's do x plus one.
X plus one.
New line.
And then
E
close
and
the
D.
function
Yes,
E and D.
exactly. So in C we have curly braces, but here we don't use curly brace. We use a colon and the and.
These.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So let me explain what's happening. So first, a function has a name. That's line two. The f. F is the name of this function. Okay. Second, the function
Hmm.
has inputs. What does the function take in? Line two, the x, that's the input. It takes in an x. Okay.
Okay,
In
let's
programming, we
run
call
it.
this, oh, nothing happens.
And seven. Okay, no. X equals seven.
Ah, now I understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to say x is 7, right? So in
Yeah.
mathematics, we say we apply a function, but in programming, we say we call a function.
Call the function.
Yes,
Yes, yes. F7. Okay.
good.
Yes.
Okay, we got 8. Why did we get 8?
Uh, X plus 1.
Okay, and x takes on 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so f
So
of 7,
7 plus 1.
yeah. So f of 7, right? We call 7 an argument. 7 is like a concrete value. It's like the actual thing. Line 2, that x is a parameter. Okay?
Hmm.
Parameter is a variable that holds what the user will pass in. Okay? 7 is what is actually being passed in. Oh, okay. Okay, so oh, you remember. Okay, so you did watch the videos. Okay.
I did watch some of the videos.
Okay, yeah,
Um,
yeah. So this is what
okay.
I would have covered next.
Um, okay.
Okay, remember, you got to refer to its name exactly.
Oh, okay. What happened? Add, okay. Run, add one, um, 7.
Very
Okay.
good. Okay. So yeah, we pass in 7, x takes on 7, we get 7 plus 1. So a bit of vocabulary. We call line 3 the body of the function. The body is what produces the output.
Hmm.
Okay? So
Yeah.
three things, name, parameter, and body. These are the three things of a function.
Hmm.
Okay. So just now we saw a few functions already, actually. We saw nummin and nummax. Those are also functions. They take in numbers and they give you back a number back. Okay?
I can have two parameters here, like
Yes.
X and Y.
Yep.
Uh,
The comma needs to go
one,
between them. Yeah.
Y and X.
Yeah.
Um, how did the loop thing go? So
What do
let's
you mean by
say
loop
we
thing?
call loop
Okay.
X. It was like I remember this from uni, but X equals 1. Um, okay, wait, I should declare Y too. Um, so, okay, what happened? Okay, Y equals Y equals 10, while X is there while in Python?
Well, Python, yes. This language, I do not think so.
Okay,
So, okay,
for
I know what you're trying to do, but
the
I don't
for
think it's gonna
loop
work.
thing.
Yeah, that's gonna be a while until we get there.
Okay,
Like for Simon, like I moved really quickly to Simon. I think he got there like session 8 or something.
yeah, I believe 10 actually. Okay, it's on my other desktop.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Okay, let's start wrapping up.
Hmm.
So wait, if I give you videos to watch and say like, oh, watch from here to here, would you do it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So uh, I'm gonna give you another video to watch just to speed us up. And okay,
Okay.
I want to ask you like, how do you find the pacing of this? Is it too slow? Is it too fast?
Well, I've watched most of the the episodes once the for other people. So yeah,
Okay.
I know like some of these, but actually typing it in is different than just
Yep.
watching people do it.
Okay.
It kind of sticks more in my mind.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I know what to
Um,
do with you. Okay. My goal, I think you are actually pretty
mhm.
clever. You are very fast, but
Thank you.
you need to move your hands. You gotta actually type in the code and you have to hit run. That's so important.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Like,
believe that too.
very good. Okay. I'm gonna send you a video segment to watch. I think you maybe have seen it before. I want you, don't skip. Watch exactly the whole part, and I want you to be following the person. Whatever they type, you type it also. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know what's your schedule like. I'll also give you some exercises, but
Sure.
just do what you can. But I know, like, honestly, like your schedule is tough, man. Like, I've met a lot of people in my
Okay.
life. You have the toughest
Okay.
schedule I've seen.
don't, don't tell me do as much as you can because I'm gonna slack. Tell me you need this by like Monday, for
Hmm.
example, and
Okay,
I'll make
okay.
sure to do it by Monday.
Okay. So all right. So here's what I'll do with you. I'll start small
Hmm.
with you, and we need to figure out what's
Okay.
your bandwidth. You know, like how much you can actually do.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I'll start by giving you a video segment. I'm not going to give you homework yet. I'll give you a video segment. Once,
Okay.
I'll. It's the thing about deadlines is that my deadline is just the next session you book with me. So like, if you book a session with me
Cool.
tomorrow, like the deadline's tomorrow.
Cool.
But if you book a session with me like next Wednesday, deadline's next Wednesday, right?
Okay.
But here's the thing. Let's say, and it happens. You know, sometimes like you find it to do the thing unless you're in a session with me. Then
Hmm.
just book a session with me. That's okay. I rather that you book a session with me and not do it than not do it at all and never book a session with me again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. All right. I'll give you a video segment to watch. That's your homework. It's due whenever the next session you book with me is. My goal for you, I want to get you comfortable with typing in code. I want to build your foundation so that whenever you type in stuff, it's not arbitrary, it's not random. You're doing it with intention.
Hmm.
That's my initial goal with you. And we start with there and we'll adjust the pace depending on how fast you move. All right?
Perfect. Yeah.
All right. All right. Thanks for coming to my office hours and I hope to see you again.
The assessment is it gonna be like sent here or
Oh no, no, I'll
on
send it to
the?
your Gmail. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, no problem, man. I'll see you next time. Bye bye now.
Thank you, Marvin. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.